There were no birthdays on August 29th.
Turner was a Canadian driver who started 3 IndyCar races in 1911, finishing 4th in a pair of races at San Francisco and 8th at the Indianapolis 500. Unfortunately, he died of an illness in 1917. Here he sits in his car at Indianapolis. Ostewig was the first of 2, as of 2017, IndyCar drivers from Norway. He operated a garage in Illinois and started 4 races out of 9 entries from 1915 to 1917, getting a best finish of 11th place at Galesburg in the former year. Here he is, on the right, with the car he designed at Indianapolis in 1916, where it was driven by Ora Habe and finished 10th. Crawford was a repair person from Tennessee who entered 6 AAA National Championship races from 1934 to 1947, but only started the 1934 500, where he finished in 16th place. Here is Crawford after qualifying for that race. McLaren was a top road racer, as he won the 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans, the Can-Am Championship in 1966 and 1968, and 4 Formula One races, including the 1962 Monaco Grand Prix, out of 100 starts from 1958 to 1970. His only IndyCar entries were at the Indianapolis 500 in 1968 and 1970. In the former year, the team he was driving for withdrew due to their car being in violation of the rules or not being competitive enough, depending on the source, and in 1970, McLaren withdrew. Tragically, just days after the 1970 500, which was the debut of the McLaren chassis in an IndyCar race, McLaren was killed in a crash while testing a Can-Am car at Goodwood. His eponymous team, which he formed in 1966, went on to win 182 Formula One races, along with the World Constructors' Championship in 1974, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1989, 1990, 1991, and 1998, and the World Drivers' Championship in those years in addition to 1976, 1986, 1999, and 2008. McLaren chassis also won the Indianapolis 500 in 1972, 1974, and 1976, the latter 2 being for the factory team, along with 28 IndyCar races. Here is McLaren during practice at Indianapolis in 1968. Pankratz has won 114 feature races in sprint cars, midgets, and modifieds. In 1981, he entered a pair of kart races at Riverside and Phoenix, but failed to qualify for each of them. In the former race, Pankratz suffered a blown head in practice, and in the latter, he crashed in practice. He currently operates the Wally Pankratz Racing School. Here he is at the 2004 Copper World Classic at Phoenix.